And the best thing about what's happening right here, we're about to get Umbreon and Espeon on the field at the same time. I mean, and that's the dream. This is what we want right here. What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Berm, and today we are hitting the VGC Regulation F ranked ladder with this Umbreon and Espeon team. Before we begin, if you wouldn't mind liking, commenting, subscribing, helping this video reach more people, helping the channel grow, I sure would appreciate that. Just hit 11K. Thank you so much for anybody who presses buttons before these videos are over. Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is typically when I stream. I battle against the chat. If you want to battle against me or, battle other people who are just sort of hanging out on the stream, people definitely battle against each other as well. Come by. It's a lot of fun. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Tuesday nights. Let's talk about this team very quickly. I've released a couple of teams this week that I wasn't ultimately very happy with their performance. And I think what I identified was I was going really hard for one single strategy. So what I want to do here is just use two Pokemon that are pretty just solid Pokemon. Not parts of the meta, but really solid Pokemon in Umbreon and Espeon. Obviously, a Coliseum reference, some of the best games in the entire series. It's an absolute crime that there aren't more of those. But yeah, so there isn't like anything specifically crazy happening here. Really, Umbreon and Espeon are really good support Pokemon for a bunch of other Pokemon that are just really good in the meta. And hopefully that means that we can like piecemeal together some strategies. Now, Espeon definitely comes the least out of any of these 6 Pokemon. I'm going to force it into one game today if I have to. There are situations where Espeon is really, really nice, though, because Espeon's really good against Water Urshifu, if you can identify Water Urshifu, and Baby Doll Eyes. Do you know what that is? It's a priority move that is basically like an Intimidate quick before anybody else can attack, which can be really, really useful, especially when you have Ogerpon, this is a defensive Ogerpon, and Tinkaton and Entei and Glimmora, who are all Pokemon that are like relatively bulky. None of them are like what I would ever consider really a glass cannon. Glimmora, I guess, is kind of a glass cannon, but I think that's more due to typing than necessarily stats or anything like that. And obviously Umbreon helps on the other side of things by snarling everything in sight, and you can also foul play things that do have a more physically impressive attack stat. I've been loving Tinkaton lately. If you didn't watch my short on Tinkaton, go check that out. You can learn all about why I've been loving just throwing Tinkaton on a ton of teams right now in Regulation F. And also, sorry, there is one more thing I just wanted to mention, which is that if you can get toxic debris down with Glimmora, Umbreon can stall out an entire game. Umbreon is really, really good at toxic stall. I just didn't want to put toxic on the Umbreon and forfeit one of my other moves. So Glimmora will drop the toxic spikes. Umbreon can hopefully last you the rest of the game with support from everybody else as well. That's the plan. If you're interested in using this team, rental code PokeBase full team breakdown in the description always is. And without any further ado, let's hop into some battles here, shall we? Going up against Kroom here, immediately getting a size spam team. I can tell you right now, Umbreon's pretty good into this, especially... the real question is, do they lead with the Flutter Mane? Because if they lead with the Flutter Mane, then Umbreon is less good. It forces Umbreon to go toxic type, poison type Tera, which then makes it bad into size spam. Glimmora likes this, well, Glimmora does like the game besides the size spammers. It likes those fire types. I was going to say Tinkaton likes Flutter Mane, and Flutter Mane does like to lead, so I think it's smart just to lead with Tinkaton, because Tinkaton also resists size spam. So that could be smart. I don't think it's an Espeon game, unfortunately. Entei is pretty good. Yeah, I feel like I can lead Entei and swap hard into Umbreon if it turns out that they just lead with DD and Crown. So we'll do that, and then maybe just Ogerpon. I could see Water Tera Ogerpon getting that special defense boost being nice here too. That covers my concerns with both the size spammers and Flutter Mane here. Okay. How are they going to lead? Flutter Mane or no? They do not lead Flutter Mane, but they don't lead Indeedee either. It's very interesting. They're going to get the Intimidate there. I think I'm going to attempt the fake out into the Arcanine. I think the Arcanine's probably just going to switch hard into Indeedee. My Entei is incorrect. It shouldn't be Protect, obviously. I'm a Choice Band. This is supposed to be... Extreme Speed, Sacred Fire, Stomping Tantrum, and... I think I had Iron Head on there. It's okay. Whatever that fourth move is will be changed for you, the viewer. But it's also the least clicked move, so it's not a huge deal that that fourth move is gone for me while I'm recording. There's the Indeedee. I guess the question is, does a single Expanding Force, not Helping Hand boosted, ooh, Psychic boosted could kill Entei, probably. Obviously, that blocks the fake out. Really good play for my opponent. Yeah, Entei just drops like a sack of potatoes. That's a bummer. It's okay, though. Umbreon will come in here. And Tinkaton's still good for one thing, and that's hitting something hard with Tinkaton. Well, I'll just Snarl. We're still resisting stuff here. They could Helping Hand if they wanted to right now. And maybe pick up the KO on Tinkaton. But they'd basically be dedicating themselves to doing that and just knowing that they're not going to touch Umbreon at all here. I think actually Entei was the least valuable member of my team in this matchup, as I'm seeing which Pokemon are here. They get another Intimidate onto Tinkaton, which is going to result in this Gigaton just not doing a lot. And they do just click Expanding Force again. It's making me wonder if they're choiced. It didn't kill Tinkaton, though. Let's see if it would kill after a Citrus. It would kill after a Citrus. But maybe not after Snarl. And we did half health the crown there. I think I just need Tinkaton to go down, to be honest, and let's get rid of the Psy Spam threat. Do I need Umbreon? Is it okay if Umbreon just snarls here? I think so. I'm physically defensive. I think that thing's choiced. I do. I just feel like they would have swapped to Tachyon Cutter. Not a lot of damage, but that's okay. They're going to Temper Flare. That's cool. I mean, Water Tera Ogerpon is absolutely, like, huge here. It's really, really good. Especially the bulkier set that I snagged. To make it... Alright. No questions asked. Definitely going full water. I think I can Ivy Cudgel Indeedee and Foul Play into the Arcanine here. I really like the Spadef boost this is going to give me. It's going to make it so that Ogerpon and Umbreon are pretty unaffected by the Expanding Force. We're still looking at an issue potentially with whatever that fourth Pokemon is. If it's the Fluttermane, then at least we have the Spadef boost, like I said. Ogerpon should move before Umbreon here. Hopefully pick up the KO. That'd be great, because then Foul Play can just go into Arcanine. Secret sashes everywhere, dude. Everywhere. They have Curse on their Arcanine. Yeah, secret sashes have been truly plaguing me all week. But that's all right. They bring this guy back out. Okay. I think I Spiky Shield once. And I hit the Snarl. I just kind of want to see what they do into the Ogerpon. They just click Expanding Force again, man. I mean, you know, if that's sort of their only way of using Iron Crown, I don't feel super threatened. I do feel like I was prepared for that. There's a Snarl. There's another Curse. If I crit that thing when I hit it with Ivy Cudgel, we'll be in a pretty decent spot. So let's Cudgel you. A Foul Play probably kills. Yeah, that probably kills it. I'm gonna opt for that now, since the Snarl's not actually doing anything to the Arcanine. Let's see how much this does at -1. Okay, not that bad. Let's get the crit here on the Cudgel. Thank you. Wasn't even a crit. Wasn't even a crit. And the Foul Play does pick that up. Okay. We are in business here. What is that last Pokemon? It really did feel like it was like, this is like a very much like a chess match, as far as I knew that there were Pokemon that I had to like sacrifice to get these two perfect Mons in the back. And it is the Fluttermane. So we're really sitting here being like, okay. I feel like I can Hornleech and Snarl. I'm a bit concerned with if they Moonblast Ogerpon. They're not gonna like Tera Fairy Moonblast Ogerpon at least, and I'm at +1 special attack or special defense, so I think I can afford to double attack here. I don't want to protect Ogerpon and then they just Moonblast into Umbreon and I didn't do anything, you know. However, I also don't think that an Ivy Cudgel guarantee kills. So I think a little bit of health back from the Hornleech could be nice. It's a Psy Shock. Oh my god. We did live it. I thought that thing was just going to drop me. I thought it was going to drop me. The going into physical defense, I never would have expected that. It's really, really cool, though. Because that's the exact opposite of whatever I was assuming the strategy was going to be, which is like, oh, if I bring the right Pokemon here, I can be good against both Psychic Terrain and Fluttermane. Because the special attackers, Snarl helps me with that. Special defense, Ogerpon helps me with that. And to bring Psyshock is actually a really, really cool tech on my opponent's part. To be like, no, I am a physical attacker. Kind of. I'm a special attacker, but I'm hitting your physical defense. It's pretty neat. But also very proud of how we were able to pull that out. Good game to my opponent. Velli. Velli's got Hydrapple. That's pretty fun. Pretty fun. Okay, but I think Umbreon has a really great matchup here. We could also see some Psy Spam stuff. I think Umbreon's worst enemy is going to be that Iron Hands, but we also have the toxic... I keep calling it Toxic Tera type. The Poison Tera to help deal with that a little bit. Ogerpon's also really nice in this matchup. Let's do you and Honestly, I think I'll lead Umbreon, maybe? No, gosh, this is tough. I think we'll go Entei. And we'll bring these two in the back. I'm choosing between Entei and Tinkaton, and I'm like, they both have priority moves, and they're both going to get messed up if Psychic Terrain is the lead. So it's really just about, at that point, it's like, do I want to have Tinkaton and potentially try and play around Trick Room and stall it out, or do I just want to get damage off turn 1 with Entei? And I think like a Sacred Fire, Choice Banded Sacred Fire from Entei is like more worth it out of the gate. They go Indeedee Ursaluna, and we go Glimmora Entei. Well, there's one Pokemon setting Trick Room here. Psychic Seed boosted Spadef. Okay. Is anything else going to need the Tera here? Maybe the Ogerpon. Although I do like being a grass type to resist ground moves. We said maybe the Poison Tera on the thing. I'm just thinking because Glimmora could Tera right here. I don't think I want to, though. I think I just want to double into the Indeedee slot and just stop the Trick Room from going up at all. Because we see that. And if we hit both of our moves here, I'll be very impressed if the Indeedee lives these. Ooh, we get the burn, too. Very good, very good. Okay, cool. So Grass Tera on Glimmora is more clickable now to me because Glimmora is at +1. It's more valuable to the team. And because Trick Room's not up, Glimmora can use its speed stat better. Evasiveness is falling. That's all right. That's all right. You know, with Ogerpon in the back, what's more threatening? I think I don't want the Ursaluna to get moves off, so I am going to Grass Tera. Do I need a Grass Tera? I might be able to one-shot the... Hold on, I actually don't think I need a Grass Tera. Let's see. I can Sludge Bomb the Ursaluna? Oh, it's not very effective. No, okay, so maybe we do just Sludge Bomb and Hydro Apple. But then I do need a Tera. Okay. Sorry, this is a lot of puzzle pieces falling into place here. We'll Sacred Fire the Ursaluna, get some damage off. I'm not expecting it to kill. I'm actually wondering what the Hydro Apple's going to do at all. Maybe just drop a Draco. I might just drop the Hydro Apple, though. That half health set. I get the burn on the Ursaluna, too. Cool. Loving that I'm burning all these special attackers just out of spite. I did not drop the Hydro Apple, but the Grass Tera is going to come in clutch right there. If you told me that, I mean, I had no idea Hydro Apple even got Hydro Pump. It's almost its name, though. I guess you got to give it Hydro Pump if its name is Hydro Apple. Okay. I just clicked the same moves again. Hydro Apple's going to switch out. Was there a Steel type in the back that could be taking this Sludge Bomb better? I don't think so. Iron Hands is going to come out. That's fine to me. Ooh, it's Booster Energy Hands. Boosting its attack. This thing's here to play. We get the crit on the Sacred Fire. That did not matter. I love that I'm getting all of these burns and crits that don't matter. I'm like, please, I need them to... Oh, Ooh, that one did matter. The crit there was pretty sizable. All right. We get Earth Power, Iron Hands, Sacred Fire, the Hydrapple. My opponent cannot stop this. My opponent's whole plan was really just, I'm definitely going to get Trick Room off with Indeedee. But I think that's like the main thing though, right? It's like, would they have gotten Trick Room off with Indeedee if I'd led with Tinkaton instead of Entei? Literally like 2/3 healthing the Indeedee turn 1. My guess is that I just think I could have Gigatoned and Meteor Beam turn 1 and gotten rid of the Indeedee there, but I'm definitely not mad about my decision to leave with Entei. Sad I couldn't get Umbreon or Espeon into that game, but good game to my opponent. Going up against Dogecoin. Okay. They got Blastoise. They got some weird mons over there, man. The Archaludon is a journey. Like, Archaludon with Dozo Tatsu is just like 2 different archetypes that a team might not be prepared for. Still deciding if mine is. If they have Body Press on the Archaludon, then that hurts Umbreon's ability to deal with it pretty bad, but Snarl's not a bad thing to have. Never is. Foul Play could also be really nice into the Dondozo if it sets up, I'm thinking. Honestly, Baby Doll Eyes into the Dozo might not be bad either. Is it better than other stuff, though? That's the question. We're going to go Toxic Debra and Umbreon with Reveal, and I'm going to try and bring... The biggest thing is just that, like, I need to protect the Pokemon that have the capability of defeating Archaludon until I'm able to confirm if Archaludon's coming to the game at all. It feels like there could be a Dragon Cheer thing happening, actually. I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, there's 3 Dragon types on that team. Latios and Dozo. Probably Tatsu in the back then, which means that Archaludon might not be here, which would be great. I can Spiky for 1 turn with Glimmora while I find out what's going on. And I think just Snarl. Right, it's the Simple Beam. The Simple Beam thing. Okay. They're just going to EQ right out of the gate. I mean, they don't have any boosts yet. And my Umbreon is built physically defensive. We're going to miss the Dozo with the Snarl, but that's okay. We hit the Latios. Latios is about to switch hard into Tatsu, is the thing. Okay, I think I can go into Ogerpon here. I don't want to pop the Glimmora yet. And I do think that Foul Play into the Dozo will do a lot. Although it's also going to boost the defense by 3, right? Or by 6. Does it automatically max it out? Dogecoin is certainly going to the moon with this one. Let's see. Drastically. I think that's +3. Earthquake. How much we doing? A lot, but not enough to even kill Umbreon with another one. We get a Leftovers. Okay, I think this is doable. Toxagiri has a Toxic Orb, too. Joy. We Horn Leech, and we Foul Play again. If they just want to keep spamming Earthquake, they can try and do that. They have a better chance at clicking Order Up or something. But these are two physically defensive Pokemon sitting in front of them right now. The Ogerpon is built to be more physically defensive than normal. Because I'm facing the Dozo, I don't want to Water Tera or anything like that. That makes no sense to me. I definitely don't want to become a Poison type with Umbreon. They're just going to keep Earthquaking. You know, I think we can... Hornleech did not do a ton there. Does another Earthquake kill Ogerpon from that range? I don't think so, but I also don't think that Hornleech kills Dozo here. So I think I can just protect for one turn with Umbreon. I was hoping that Hornleech would do more, but the defense is also sort of through the roof right now. Ogerpon did live, dear God. And we did pick up the KO. Massive. Absolutely massive. If the fourth Pokemon is Archaludon, that's going to be a whole other sack of potatoes here to do. Sack of potatoes? A whole other thing I have to deal with here. What is the saying that I'm trying to think of? A whole other ball game, I guess. Fairy Tera, Dazzling Gleam in the back with Espeon could be pretty fun. I don't know that these two have anything they can really do, though. I think the best thing for Ogerpon to do at this point is just follow me. And I think that I just Snarl here. Does Wish... Can I maybe survive and do Wish? I don't think so. I think I just Snarl. I might not even outspeed the Tatsugiri with Umbreon. They go for Aura Sphere. Neat. They go for Icy Wind. That's not going to kill Umbreon, I don't think. Cool. I'm not going to hate this special defense drop, or the special attack drop. And the best thing about what's happening right here, we're about to get Umbreon and Espeon on the field at the same time. I mean, and that's the dream. This is what we want right here. Do I need to ferry Tera with the Espeon? I could see Grass Tera being really helpful in the back. Depending on what this fourth Pokemon is, I could see Grass Tera being really helpful. So I don't think I want to burn it. We just D-Gleam then, and I protect for one turn with Umbreon. Espeon's strong, and it outsped the Latios too, which is really, really important to remember. And they just attempt the Aura Sphere into Umbreon, so Espeon's Sash stays intact here too. I'm like praying that it's not the Archaludon. Please just don't be the Archaludon. Dear God. Okay. I can't remember if D-Gleam kills Latios from here. But we're just going to go for it like this. We're going to rely pretty heavily on Earth Power with Glimmora, and I just don't know if that's going to be enough to take out the Archaludon. Archaludon's the Pokemon for me that I haven't really used to much success yet. We picked up the Latios kill. Well done, Espeon. Didn't do nothing to Archaludon either, by the way. But they haven't Terra'd yet either, so I'm concerned with what that is. Oh, they got to be Power Herb, right? Yup. Umbreon was so annoying to them in this game. They had a little bit of something for whatever they were going to go for. All right, we can go Glimmora now. Okay, and now I don't really care about the stamina boosts, to be honest with you. It's really just about D-Gleaming, and I can Grass Tera to try and live like a Flash Cannon or something, and I Earth Power. I think we might be able to do it, because I think that we outspeed with both of these Pokemon, too. And we still have the Focus Sash intact, which is massive. Umbreon and Espeon might end up being the the literal MVPs of this game. Like, I'm so glad that I ended up bringing Espeon, just for the fact that Dazzling Gleam against a team that has 3 Dragon types is so massive. It also might matter... Right, okay, hold on. I might be getting ahead of myself because I don't know what their Tera is yet, and they have not gone for it. And if they Tera right here, which they should... Yep. Whatever this is could... It's stellar. That's fine. That's fine. It might mean that they kill Glimmora in one shot, but that's totally fine with me. Oh, that's good damage. Stamina all you want, I don't care. We move next. Oh my god. I wasn't sure I was gonna... I was so proud to have made a team where I felt like Espeon and Umbreon like both carried their weight to some extent, and they were both on the team. But I didn't know if we were going to get a game where they were both not only brought to the game, but also on the field at the same time, and that is fantastic. And also, like, that team was, first of all, really, really cool, and feels like a team that, like, when it gets its strategy off, it wins a ton of the time, you know, and I just wasn't even, like, thinking about the Simple Beam thing, so I didn't lead preparing for it or anything like that. Like, I probably would have led Fake Out if I'd read that. But ultimately, like, having Foul Play on Umbreon was, like, massive, and having, like, the correct spreads on both Ogerpon and Umbreon, where they were both just able to sit there and take multiple Earthquakes from a +3... Is it +3 or +4? Dondozo, I should have checked. Whatever, man. I'm really proud of that one. Good game to my opponent. Hey, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you want to use this now corrected PokePhased rental code, full team breakdown in the description for this Umbreon Espeon team, be my guest. I'd love to hear if you use it for yourself. I think it's really fun and it's really solid. Don't force Umbreon and Espeon out together, but they both have their roles. We didn't get to use like the baby doll eyes thing today with Espeon, but it's really just a fast and strong special attacker in its own right, which is sort of what we were able to see in that last game. Entei now has Stone Edge, so I threw that on there instead of Iron Head. I think Stone Edge actually has better coverage for Entei. I'm sitting there like, would you click Iron Head into a Flutterman? You'd probably still just Sacred Fire, right? So that was my thought process. Anyway, thank you so much for clicking on this video today. I had a lot of fun. I'm glad that we were able to end the week with a good team after some of the teams this week struggled. Yeah. Also, shout out to the person in the comments who has been asking for Umbreon and Espeon on the same team together. I forgot to mention that in the intro, but there is somebody out there who's been asking for this, and it's something that I've wanted to do for a while, but you just keep reminding me, and every time I see it, I'm like, oh, I did mean to do that the next time I make a team, or the next time I don't have an idea. And so that's where it came from today. Hopefully you are very excited, and make yourself known in the comments. I will pin your comment. We have that person to thank for reminding me to make this team. Okay. Thank you for clicking on the video in the first place. Hit the buttons on the way out. And until next time, my name is Berm. See you later.